are here at the Jamaican German Automotive School, and we're going to be meeting a very special lady who knows her car and she knows it well. Her name is Diane Cover, and she just happens to be the only female automotive technician instructor here at Jagus. And we're going to be meeting her and find out what exactly it is that she knows about cars. Female automotive technician Diane Cover prides herself in being a rose among the thorns as one of the few women in Jamaica who have been doing mechanic work for the past 19 years.
It all started out with my father. He is actually the best automotive technician there ever will be. Watching him fixing the vehicles and see the satisfaction on his customer's face, I was a bit curious, and he had no reservation in teaching me the trade, and because of that I actually got interested in it, went to do some further studies, and here am I now.
Intrigued by the profession as a youngster in high school, Diane still gets a thrill when she knows she has delivered results.
It is very rewarding in having a task being given to you and you get the task done satisfactory. Just the end product gives you an overwhelming feeling.
Well, I would describe her as one of our instructors, not necessarily male or female, because her job isn't about her gender, but it's about her abilities. In terms of her skills, she is among the best that we have here. As an instructor, I can say that she has always kept herself abreast of the changes in the technology, and that is the issue really.
Even though Diane doesn't mind getting her hands dirty in terms of changing a tire or changing the oil, it is the electronic side of things that gets this girl excited.
I simply love the electrical system, and that's actually the first system that I was taught by my father. It's very wonderful area. It's very wide. All right, the electrical system has to do with all the circuits that is operated by the battery. So take for example your lighting system, your headlights, your parking lights, your indicator. The charging system that keeps the battery going, that will take in like your alternator. The starting system where your starter is. All the things that is working with the battery, so to speak.
Despite being an attractive female teacher who instructs mainly boys, Diane has no worries.
Once you're able to stamp your authority at the go set at the beginning, then they'll know exactly what you're about and they'll fall in line.
In fact, she is well loved by her trainees, and that is a plus for her. I'm not sure if it is the gender that plays a role there, but overall she has done very well and we're proud of her.
She's very determined. She take her work very personal and make sure all the students do it very well.
However, can a woman truly manage the job of a mechanic?
My challenge though was way back when I just started out in the rural area of Jamaica, which is in Port Antonio. When persons would come to the garage and see a female there, their first thing was, what woman know about car? And so I had to really work harder than my brother who was actually working at the garage with us, to prove myself that I was really competent of getting the job done.
And for women out there who want to become a mechanic or an automotive technician, Diane implores you not to hesitate.
I don't see a job that is being labeled male or female. Once you're interested and you have the drive to go and get it. You can do all things.
And for all the female drivers out there, Diane insists that you learn the basic things about your vehicle.
One of my main philosophies is that knowledge is power. And so if you empower yourself with knowledge, that you'll be able to make informed decisions. And so you'll know what is wrong with your vehicle. You may not be able to fix everything, but you'll have an idea what is wrong. You'll know if you're being cheated.
As Diane rightfully said, knowledge is power. And as a woman, it can never hurt for you to understand and know more about your vehicle. So until next time, join us again for more Women in Action. Despite the flames, the constant heat, and danger staring you right in the face, it's very interesting to know that females like Reneth Cohen don't mind that risk when it comes on to welding. Reneth Cohen, instructor at the Portmore Hart Academy, entered the trade of welding 7 years ago when her initial dreams of being an engineer did not come true. Nonetheless, for Reneth, her newly found career has been quite fulfilling.
I am a person who loves to see results, and therefore I prefer to see an end product when I'm finished. So when I'm finished with a process, I can look at what I did and examine it, see if there are any faults, how to correct these faults, and to pat myself on the back if I did well.
As a welding instructor, Reneth's knowledge base of the area is vast, which may come as a shock for some, considering that she is a woman.
Well, first seeing Miss Cohen, it was a bit of a surprise. Like, bring up my enthusiasm more to see what she's about.
Very good, because when she's there, we don't linger in class, we get to work, we get our work done, we crack a couple jokes more time.
Preparation is key. A well-prepared pipe will give you good results.
I've been supervising Ms. Cohen for the past 3 years, right? And in terms of her work ethics, I think it's one that can be commended and encouraged, because she's always positive, and she stands up to a high standard, maintaining policies and procedures of the organization.
But what is it about welding that gets this female's attention?
I have developed a love for pipe welding using the stick. I got this from a training that I did through Hart, and I have learned to develop this area since I've done the training.
In an environment working with heat measuring up to 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, safety precautions are a must.
In welding, safety is extremely important. It is critical, and therefore, because you use all part of your body is exposed to the welding, you have to ensure that every part of you is covered. So your safety glass when you're grinding, your gloves when you're grinding and welding as well, your helmet, which is very important. This is what you use to shield you from the ultraviolet rays of the welding. Your hard boot is also important because something might fall on your foot. So every part of your body has to be covered while welding.
With more women infiltrating this profession, what is the potential like regarding rewards?
Definitely, definitely. As I said before, it's not a gender issue. As long as you can work, as long as you can work to the industry requirements, then the gender shouldn't matter.
And for those females out there who may fear the dangers involved, Reneth has reassuring words.
Well, as long as you're protected and as long as you love what you're doing, then you should have no fear. And the sky's the limit. Anything you put your mind to, then you can achieve it.
Even though I personally would not enter the field of welding, it's very interesting to know. It's very admirable when you can see women such as Reneth who are brave enough to enter this profession and are doing it well and are in control. So until next time, join us for more Women in Action. not very often that you see a woman standing to the side of one of these trucks, but today we're going to be meeting a very special lady. Her name is Andrea Brown, and she just happens to be one of the few female sanitation workers who does this job at the NSWMA. Andrea Brown started her journey at the National Solid Waste Management Authority NSWMA a year ago. And even though some may consider her job as being menial, Andrea sees it as a way forward instead of vending at home.
That is a good thing of experience.
As women become more educated and career-oriented, you find that they're venturing into areas that were once considered taboo for women. And Shernet Lunan, an electrician here at the Portmore Heart Academy, is no exception. Shernet Clark Lunan has been an electrician for the past 16 years, which comes as no surprise to some, considering that she has been a tomboy all her life.
It's not a sitting down job, that's the first thing. It's competitive in that it allows you to think, and it's male dominated. I grew up as a tomboy, as I said, in a inner city community. So basically, growing up, I have always wanted to prove to the males that a female can do anything that a male can do.
Shernet's level of enthusiasm and passion for electrical installation and maintenance has allowed her to excel in her craft as an electrician and instructor.
Housewiring is my favorite, is the thing that I think I am best at. Housewiring, that is what I master, that's my mastery, that's the field that I excel in the most. Second to that, I like to deal with motor controls, and currently I am learning air conditioning and refrigeration.
I'm just saying, hey, Mona Lisa, come home. You know you can't wrong with it. Like songs, I see your face. She beat me up, she got expensive taste. I see you dreaming, but you still awake. Big slice, that's how you cut the cake. It's cold as hell, I show and tell. Please at home, I think I'm out of jail. It was give or take.
This is a dimmer switch, which is a bedroom lamp, mood light. When you want to catch a particular mood, it controls the lamp up there, so you can turn it up or down. This is a motion detector, so anything, this is a sensor, ultraviolet ray, anything that moves, it comes on automatically.
Having never been underestimated of her capabilities due to her gender, Shernet has positive things to say about her male counterparts.
My male colleagues respect me, right, because I know my job and I do my job well. My learners respect me just the same, they love me, right, they look out for me. Right? It's different, being in the classroom, it's different than being on the construction site, because when you're actually on the construction site working, they don't really underestimate it.
In such a risky field, safety is first. However, Shernet does not let fear get in the way.
If you have fears, you cannot be effective. When you're doing a job, you have to be confident, you have to be sure of what it is that you're going to do. If you're not sure, you need to seek clarification.
Although Shernet adheres to the safety regulations and wears her insulated gears, she has her own shocking story to tell that happened to her some years back as a trainee.
Screwdriver that I was using was a live circuit now, so the screwdriver that I was using was not properly insulated to retain the amount of voltage that was on the circuit. So I got shocked through the screwdriver, not the full blow of the 220 supply, right? And for about a week, it's like